Hello everybody and welcome back to the iSimulate channel. You know what? Hollywood Animal has released a major update, and what you're going to see in this video is a new playthrough of simulation pictures. With this major update comes a new script called Flat Bottom from screenwriter Coleman Graves.
Every publisher I approach says they can't sell a book with a black face smiling at the readers on the back cover. But in the movies, nobody knows what color the people are in the credits, right? So I turned one of my short stories into a screenplay, and I'm willing to give it to you if you'll agree to make it into a film within a reasonable time frame. The story is about my sister, so it means a lot to me. If everything works out, I'll do my best to be useful to you.
Let's take a look at your script.
In a small town, there lived a girl named Lisa Graves. While the other girls dreamed of marrying a rich man, Lisa aspired to become an engineer, so her inventions could make the difficult lives of ordinary people a little easier. In the winter, Lisa would make sleds for her younger brothers. In the summer, she sewed kites for them. These pleasant moments lifted her thoughts from Sally's bakery, where tedious labor awaited her every morning.
If you want to work for me, you'll carry sacks like everyone else.
The bakery owner grumbled as she rolled up her sleeves. Lisa worked tirelessly until her palms were covered in bloody calluses. Her face was tender from the heat of the ovens, and sweat-soaked work clothes stuck to her body. But no matter how difficult things got, Lisa found ways to show her talent. One particularly muggy day, she glued together a strange contraption from wrapper paper, a handy bag with a flat bottom. Large loaves would no longer fall out and roll around on the counter. When Lisa shared her invention with the other bakery workers, they only sneered.
Don't make things up, silly girl. Maybe you should open your own bakery, where the bread jumps into your mouth by itself.
Upset, Lisa told her parents everything, but even they didn't take her side.
Nobody likes upstarts, dear. Just do your job and keep your head down.
Lisa realized that being smart in this backwater was like flying a kite in a dead calm. You could run around in circles all day, but nothing was going to fly. One day, returning from work, Lisa noticed a poster on a bulletin board. Private Bureau of Inventors, Chicago. Turn your idea into $1 million. The very next morning, Lisa put on her only clean dress, laced up her shabby boots, and headed for the big city. The office building was tucked between a shoe repair shop and a diner that smelled of fried onions. Rather than shining storefronts and people in suits, Lisa found a dusty office with a crooked sign reading, Calder's Bureau of Inventions. For a moment, the girl was tempted to turn and go home, but it was too late to retreat. Frank Calder, the office's gloomy owner, listened to Lisa's idea and shook his head.
My dear, it's a funny idea. But a bag is not an invention. For someone to invest money in this, you'd need a machine that could churn out thousands of them. If something more serious pops into your sweet head, please come back by.
Lisa returned that very evening with a drawing of the machine. Frank ran his eyes over the paper and chuckled with satisfaction.
My dear, now you work for me.
And so Lisa became an engineer. Frank brought her raw ideas and she refined them and turned them into workable projects. But Frank never missed a chance to keep Lisa in her place.
Without me, you're nothing. No one needs your scribbles.
Lisa always nodded obediently and set herself to fulfilling Frank's every whim, fearful of losing her dream job, especially since he promised to bring her idea to life. Bags with a flat bottom, just as soon as the company got on its feet. But one day she visited the bakery across the street, and Lisa saw those familiar bags in the hands of satisfied customers.
This flat bottom is some kind of miracle,
said an elderly lady with admiration, as she put a huge loaf of white bread into the bag. At once, Lisa understood everything. Frank was a thief who took other people's inventions and patented them under his own name. Lisa collected all her drawings and went to seek justice. The patent office laughed and showed the girl the door. The police said they didn't investigate such nonsense, and the lawyer Lisa tried to hire only condescendingly patted her on the shoulder and advised her to find herself a good husband as soon as possible. In desperation, Lisa burst into Frank's office.
You pathetic slug! You stole my invention while I was slaving over diagrams from morning to night.
Frank, who at that moment was trying on a new suit in front of the mirror, froze in horror. In a fury, Lisa swept everything off the tables and shelves. She was having a nervous breakdown. Frightened, Frank called the police. 2 large men in uniform overpowered her and took the hysterical Lisa away without asking a single question. That evening, Frank phoned an old friend and called in a favor. He wanted the girl locked up in a mental hospital for the foreseeable future. Lisa was never seen again, either in Chicago or in her hometown. A farewell letter, addressed to her younger brothers, was all that remained.
Go to the bakery and buy a big round bun. Along with it, you'll receive my greatest invention.
It's one powerful story challenging stereotypes. It reminds me of the movie about a female detective that Simulation Pictures made previously. We should definitely give this script a shot. Good morning, Mr. Lawson.
Silvano Gree, mayor of Delmont, North Carolina, lost the election yesterday. Gree believes his life and career were ruined by our film Corruption Detection Detective Action, in which he says we illegally used his image. Now he's demanding compensation for moral damages. There are some similarities. The character of a corrupt official appears in public with his dog, cheats on his wife, and is suspected of contract killings and taking bribes from the mafia. Gree is threatening to go to court.
I'm not going to pay that imbecile. We have unlocked high legal protection. We will spend 50 influence points to sway the court, and we also have friends in high places. Good day, Mr. Carpenter. Congratulations on winning the election. Adding up all these, our chances of winning sits at 85%. Once again, we prevailed. The plaintiff's claims were rejected. I'm happy we have good judges in this country. Hello, Anne. How are things?
We're approaching the 5-year anniversary of the death of Joe Duvall, the star of our first film, Messenger of Death. Joe's fans want to erect a major monument in his honor and even found some wealthy sponsors. The only question is where to build the monument. Maybe we should buy the monument and erect it on the studio grounds. The fans really like this idea. After all, without Joe's farewell film, there would be no Simulation Pictures.
That's a fine idea. The greatest actor of his generation has disappeared forever into his movie image. Every time we see him on screen, it's as if we are catching his parting glance. The monument sits next to our services department. This is how it looks at nighttime. The editor-in-chief of Exquisite Cinematique was touched when he saw the monument to Joe Duvall in the studio lot.
A prime example of how studio bosses should treat the people who give them their talent.
Having chosen the boutique policy, it's time we start working on the policy's first milestone, release a film starring 5 actors with artistic status. Simulation Pictures currently have 6 icons. They are Chester Bowman, Clayton West, Jesse Higgins, Adeline Mills, Anna Andrews, and Bessie Jordan. First thing first, the script. Undercover, a drama thriller set in a modern American city. Our protagonist is a cop. Our antagonist a criminal mastermind, a more senior police officer who previously almost did but failed to catch the antagonist will be our hero's mentor. The mastermind plans a charming and dangerous lady undercover in the police force, but the police also have a smart and brave female undercover in the gang. After a lot of thrilling chases and shootout, our hero dies a heroic death but successfully takes the mastermind down with him. Borrowing the dev's words, this major update not only refines existing mechanics but also introduces brand new systems, fresh content, and a reworked economy. One of those is the scoring of scripts. To achieve a higher score, the script needs to contain more elements. This script now has 8 elements. That means its highest score is 7. Another system is about the freshness of story elements. The audience interest drops if our studio keeps releasing movies with the same elements. Now all elements in the script are fresh. When some of them become old, we will need to wait until they become fresh again. Since having more story elements is crucial, I'm asking my writers to spend more time on researching story elements than on writing scripts. Thomas will be our cinematographer. We still film in our level 2 soundstage. Now we have better framing and sound technology. He's Pro 35 Extra and Sonotone Dominus. Of course, we want high quality costumes and props. Oops, both our producers are busy at the moment. Anthony will be directing this movie, Jesse will play the cop, and Clayton the mentor, the criminal mastermind. I think Chester will suit this role. And then the female characters, Anna will be the charming rival and Adeline the smart sidekick.
I've dedicated the last 20 years of my life to theater and cinema. I came to America to build cultural bridges. I'm sure you feel the same. You too have dedicated your life to art. People of culture, like you and me, can always find something to build a friendship on. And surely, the great cinematic powers of America and Germany simply must stick together. And let the beginning of that friendship be a film that we make together. I'm no use with all the production details, so I'll stick to what I'm good at, playing the lead role. Germany will provide a $1 million budget. What do you say?
I'll release a film with you in the lead role within 2 years. To be honest, I really need this $1 million because as you can see, the studio does not have that much money reserved. After the major update, the economy in the game has been reworked. Time is gone when money just keeps flowing into the studio. The new reality is more challenging, but also more interesting. Flat Bottom is released. It didn't score a good KinoMark rating, but our sophisticated critic, Bone Grinder, again gives a good review.
Like Jesus on Golgotha, the brave souls who created this masterpiece will be crucified by the bleak masses of feeble-minded Philistines.
I'll be honest, I spent my childhood reading books and always looked at movies with a bit of disdain. But when your words are transformed into something that real people act out on the big screen, well, I still need to take it all in. I guess I'm not a great writer yet because I can't express how grateful I am to you. If you want me to review any of your scripts, just let me know. And believe me, if I ever achieve anything resembling success, I won't forget what you did for me.
No problem. I hope you have a great future. With the movie's release, we unlock a couple more story elements. Ambitious woman, social rejection, from small town to big time, patriarchal figure, protagonist dreams crushed. Next to the movie starring 5 icons, we need to work on another movie we promised the German actress. It's a romance piece called Pride and Prejudice. Miss Riddler will not accept anything other than the lead role.
Sorry, but I don't want to waste my talent in a supporting role. Maybe you can offer me something more serious?
So the lead role she will play, Arthur will play her love interest, Gabrielle her strict parent. Her good friend in the movie will be Jane Fisher. Chester Bowman has decided that the mafia boss he plays should be Italian. To get into the character, he reread all the old issues of the comic book Luigi vs. the Black Hand and learned a couple hundred Italian words. Everyone is afraid of telling him that his accent and gestures are too cliché and unconvincing, and he's irritating the entire crew. Everyone, this is an icon actor taking things seriously and giving 120% to his role. Just give him more time to prepare. Practice makes perfect. The film's artistic appeal will increase. Undercover, the movie starring 5 icons, can now be released. How will it perform? We score KinoMark rating B+. I was hoping its artistic appeal could be higher. Despite the harsh words from the critics, we have successfully taken off our policy's first milestone. Now actors and directors with artistic status will be more willing to work for us. The next milestone is a challenging one. Sweep the Pollux Awards with Best Picture, Director, Screenplay, Actor and Actress in a single year. Difficult as it is, that's what we want to achieve, right? Our writer has finished a new script. Talented writer Coleman Graves will, for a modest fee, carefully study the script and tell you how well its elements fit together. This will be a great help, but for later, after we research more and higher script scores are made possible. It's now the 1st of January 1935. 5 years into the business, our studio is finally making profit. Fingers crossed it continues that way. And Flat Bottom ranks 5th on the critical acclaim list. Congratulations! Another movie we made, Silent Witness, ranks 8th in terms of commercial rating. Flat Bottom is nominated for the Best Film Pollux Award. Pride and Prejudice, where Miss Riddler played the lead role, is our next movie to release. Let's see. KinoMark rating C+. Not our best, but we kept our promise.
I'm sure the first German-American film will appeal to both our audiences and will take pride of place in the Führer's private collection.
Now we have a new friend who can help distribute films in Germany and give us money for business development. A good friend indeed. With that, we conclude this video. What do you think about the game's major update? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.